Hey, Pamela here, and I wanted to share a gift with you. A gift of how you can relax. There are 5 things that you can do in 5 minutes or less that are totally free. And one of them is just gazing onto something like this lake and just letting your mind go still. All those crazy thoughts, just let them go still for a while. And it really helps to ground, just breathe and let all the weight of yourself go into whatever you're sitting on or into the feet, into the earth, and just really feel. So many of us are living from the neck up, and it's helpful just to get back into this feeling mode and just breathe. Listen to the birds, listen to the water, get in touch with all of your senses. And just let the monkey mind slow down. Okay, here's the second thing you can do to reduce your stress level, to increase your intuition, and just generally feel happier. It's so simple. I learned this in the Bates technique, which is a technique for bringing your natural vision back. And it's called the long swing. And all you do, it's going to seem so simple. You're going to think it's ridiculous. It's not complicated. It doesn't take a lot of money. So a lot of times people just kind of blow it off. But this technique, if you do this for 5 minutes, just check it out for yourself. Do it for 5 minutes and just notice how you feel. It's called the long swing. And basically, you just sway to one side. It's not a real fast thing. And then you sway to the other side. Simple, right? And you're just kind of looking at the world go by as you do this. So simple. I even feel ridiculous showing this to you, but I want to encourage you to try it for yourself. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because I want to live in a world where people feel at peace. I mean, I was at my naturopath and another energy worker the other day, and bless their hearts, they have so many people and their schedules are so booked. But when I went in there, the energy was just frenetic. It was so crazy. And I'm thinking, it's awesome to get help from people. We are interdependent that way. But there are also so many things that we can just do for ourselves. If we take 5 minutes out of our day, jump off that hamster wheel, and just take care of ourselves, it's amazing how the resentment level will go down. And we just become more loving and peaceful. And so these are some of the things I do, and that's why I wanted to share them with you. So first of all, you've got the breathing. Second of all, you could do the long sway, or I think it's called the long swing in the Bates method. And if you're like most people, you're going to have a tendency to do this way faster than you're supposed to. My coach had to slow me down because I was just doing it too fast. But notice at the end of it, if you don't feel a little bit happier. Okay, so the third thing that will reduce your stress and make you happier and increase intuition is just to spend time with an animal. Now, if you have your own pet, go for it. If you don't, borrow somebody's. I used to go to a dog park when I didn't have my dog. Or, worst case, just get a stuffed animal. But the bottom line is that when we're petting an animal, it increases our oxytocin level and makes us feel happier. But the thing is, so many times we are distracted. Like, we might come in the door and find so many other things to do. But if we just spent like 5 minutes of quality time with our dogs or cats, and just you know, appreciated them and just shared a lot of love with them and pet them and do some fun things with them. It sounds simple, but if you put a little timer on and for 5 minutes you don't do anything else, you're not checking your email, you're not, noticing other things, you're going to the fridge, you're just with your animal, you'll be amazed at how calm you start to feel, depending on the animal. You see, animals are so in touch with nature, they're so in the moment that we can learn volumes from them. Okay, here's a fourth idea. You don't have to do all these, but just pick one of them that feels right to you. And I wanted to share this one with you because I did it this morning and it felt so freeing, and it actually reduced the amount of stress that I felt in my body. And that is, I went to my closet and I picked out the things that I really don't like or I don't feel good in, but I've been hanging on to them for whatever reason. I took them to the Goodwill. So I encourage you to go to your closet, because if you're like most people, you've got one thing in there, at least one thing, that you really don't feel good in. And it does make a difference. So find that one thing and give it away. Okay, here's another idea that I'm almost positive will reduce the amount of stress you have in your life, and it only takes 5 minutes to do. And that idea is to go out in nature and to find something that you hadn't noticed before. Be like a child, be an explorer, because so many times we think we know it all or we have to figure it out, and we lose that childlike wonder. So it's one of the reasons I wanted to bring you out here, just in case you don't have nature right by, although you could find it pretty much anywhere. But this is so beautiful that if you don't have time, you can at least enjoy this area. This is near Port Angeles, Washington, and I love to come out here just when I want to free my mind and get some creative thoughts flowing. And I'd love to hear from you other ideas, or if these ideas worked for you, please leave them in the comments.